Hi, I'm Joe, and welcome to TuneTroubleTV. I'm going to play you a few songs. My auntie started us off, myself and my brother, learning to play music. She taught me my first few chords on guitar, and she had a nice collection of music. Lots of like really old blues guys like Robert Cray and Robin Ford, Fleetwood Mac, like the old stuff, and Jimi Hendrix. And yeah, that's what started us off. And yeah, myself and my brother put a little band together, and just gone from there, really. Yeah, well, normally I start mostly by playing guitar because I guess I feel more comfortable on guitar. That's really the instrument that I learned. So yeah, I normally start playing a few chords and then just try and hum a melody over the top and sort of make the sounds of words, but maybe not the exact words themselves, because I find some words they sort of sound a bit nicer than others, and then just kind of group a theme around it and try and write the lyrics around that. It's quite rare that I kind of get the lyrics first. I'm terrible at writing lyrics, so I blame it on dyslexia. But but yeah, yeah, mostly starts with guitar, and then I go from there. And I try to write a lot about probably traveling and maybe a bit about love and things like that as well. But I really love listening to really good, like honest songwriters, like say like Damien Rice and Glenn Hansard. Those really good folk guys who can write really good, honest songs, and say Bob Dylan, Paul Simon, that kind of thing. I really appreciate that. So hopefully I try and reflect that a little bit when I'm writing. Yeah, well, we've been traveling for about 2 months now in a camper van that we built ourselves. And it's myself and my wife Beth and my mum and dad's dog Ernie, who's coming around with us. But yeah, we started off leaving the UK, going through the Netherlands and Belgium, over to sort of Eastern Europe, and we've been busking most of the way to sort of pay for the trip. A friend of mine did it, and he gave us Sam, and he gave us some good recommendations, so we've sort of been following that. And Austria and Germany have actually been the best places to go busking, so thank you, Austria and Germany. So I actually first went busking with a band called the Wishing Well. So we were playing with a band. I was actually the drummer for the band, so we were making like quite a lot of noise, and there was like 7 of us in the band, so it was really good to sort of for drawing a group of people around you and stuff when you're playing. But this was like the first time I went busking by myself, and so I was like really nervous about doing it the first time. And then I soon realised that no one really listens to you anyway, so it's kind of there's not really too much to worry about. Well, I think the most nerve-wracking thing to do is to play in front of your friends and family. So if you're okay with doing that, then yeah, you'll be okay playing in front of strangers, I guess. But yeah, for busking and things like that, I think the best thing to do is just go and do it, you know, and just build your confidence a little bit. And I guess busking could be a good way to then go and play, you know, in bars and stuff like that, and on a stage and things like that, and a good way to practice the songs, I guess. Because if there's lots of people walking past, there's not so much pressure on you to really make sure you play that song and don't miss that note. It's not going to matter so much, you know. But if people are sat there right in front of you who are listening a bit more intently, then they might pick up on it. But yeah, I guess the best thing to do is just go out and do it. You know, if you enjoy doing it, then get some friends together and just enjoy it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of. Well, we did have there was this one lady. It was quite funny. Who was sat in front of me for quite some time. This was in Potsdam near Berlin, and she started doing all these crazy dance moves and stuff to these songs that weren't really kind of dance songs or anything like that. And I can't remember which song. I think it might have been Fast Cars from Tracy Chapman that I started playing. She just started crying in the street, and it was like, okay. And then she just wandered off. But that was nice though, that she appreciated it. But yeah, you kind of it's quite a funny relationship you have with the public. Yeah, it's quite nice to see some people stop by at certain songs and listen. Kids are really funny. Like you'll get like little 2-year-old kids who just stop and they like to just stare at you they're like really fascinated because I guess they don't get to see live music much. So yeah, it's quite funny watching the kids too. One of them actually came up to my guitar case and was taking the money out instead of putting it in, and her parents had to keep like putting the money back all the time. But yeah, no, it's funny, yeah. We're actually, when I go back home, we've got 1 month left of our travels, and when I get back home, myself and my brother are gonna record a few demos for some songs and hopefully get them recorded properly, because it's been a long time since I actually recorded something. So yeah, hopefully very soon we'll have something materialistic coming together. Well, like I said, we'd really like to record some stuff with my brother, and yeah, try and take it a little bit more seriously, I guess. And take it seriously, that doesn't sound quite right, because I think you've got to have fun with what you're doing, enjoy what you're doing along the way. But I've always really wanted to record sort of an album of my own songs, so I think that's the ultimate goal. As long as I do that, I'll be happy, no matter how it turns out, as long as I sort of put the effort in. So that'll probably be the next step, and